Yes, okay. When we last left our heroes, they were trying to get discharged from the hospital and buy a car and a house and things. So, let us first take this sailing trip.
I have no use for it.
Oh.
I'm sick of this. Why should you be unable or unwilling to take something just because it's not yours and you don't have a need for it? When did kleptomania become taboo?
You know, you're right. The hell with rules. I'm taking it anyway.
Haha!
Attaboy. That's the kind of selfish, unreasoned, unilateral thinking which made this country great.
Alright.
Are you busy, miss?
No, I'm just ordering more sedatives and antidepressants. We get through such a lot.
That's not how you
Gee,
say
I wonder
that
why that
sentence.
is.
I'm feeling much better, nurse. I'd like
We're going to
discharge
ask
myself.
nicely again, see what happens.
I'll fetch your...
No.
I'm sorry, but you're not permitted to leave.
What happened to all of our patients are free to come and go as they please?
We can't stop you from leaving, but we can refuse to sign your discharge papers if we believe you're not sufficiently recovered to leave our care.
Blast.
Is there any practical difference?
Of course. If you're not officially discharged, we can still claim from your insurance company.
Right. Follow the money, Melvin. Always the money.
I've taken up enough of your time.
Well, let us ask our handy British friend Melvin here.
I need help, old chum. The Alterna Freak nurse won't discharge me.
I don't think she wants to lose your insurance payouts.
I'm more concerned that she'll want to euthanize me again.
Good point. We don't need any more women trying to kill you. You've already got the entire cast of loose women after you.
What can I do, though? I don't think she's going to accept medical reasons.
Well, if she's only interested in your insurance money, you'll just have to find a way to cost her more money than she's making from you.
Use curtain.
I just get the feeling that I really shouldn't pull the curtain.
Oh.
I'm with you on this one. It could be a real Wizard of Oz moment.
Alright, let us take it.
I don't really need a curtain.
Drat.
That's true. You're already wearing a pair.
Well, investigate. Investigate. Passport. Application form.
It's the application form I need to submit in order to get my license. Filling it out will be a breeze.
Says the only man ever to fail to correctly fill out the Bunty's Burgers customer satisfaction survey.
Was he not
Don't be
satisfied?
so cruel. That survey was more complicated than it looked.
It only had one question. Did you enjoy your burger? Yes or no?
To be fair,
I keep telling you I had a hanging chad! I have a few photos already on this camera, but there's still plenty of room.
Oh yes.
No, the holiday snaps from Italy are on my USB stick.
oh. Let's see here. I wanted to go here.
It would really be a gross invasion of privacy to photograph a patient in a hospital bed.
Well,
Not to mention a real waste when you could be taking a photo of that hot nurse instead.
May I remind you that this hot nurse, as you put it, tried to kill me, faithful companion.
I know. As much as I tell myself that this fact shouldn't make her even hotter, it just does.
can I take a picture of anybody? Oh. I actually cannot take a picture of What do I have? I have phone for calling, license, passport. I feel like I'm missing a thing.
It's my mobile phone.
Yeah. Well, let us do some investigating elsewhere. Where can we go? You know, we've not been to the bar yet. I think it's time we visited the super bar. Hey, it's flamboyant. Yes. It's good old Stan and a notice board. What's on the notice board?
It's a cork board with various leaflets and postcards pinned to it.
Room to let. Billionaire industrialist and philanthropist seeks supple teenage male for mansion share. Plenty of scope for advancement. Must have own leotard. Orphan preferred.
That's a Batman joke.
What the hell is that?
Hey now.
It's that contestant from the audition. I don't think he'd picked a name last we saw him.
I've never met that thing before. If I'd met some kind of abomination like that, I'd remember it.
You know, when you were Kyle, you had an intellect rivaled only by root vegetables, but at least you were a kind idiot. The new you has a personality only a conservative radio host could love.
There is no Kyle. He's just a character I created. He's my mild-mannered alter ego.
Mild-mannered? You must never have heard that boy fart the national anthem. Sometimes he even used to get a box of matches out to do the rocket's red glare.
Who's this Mel
This
character?
guy has a cool, relaxed aura that makes me think he owns the place.
He looks like the man that time forgot.
Good day, barkeep.
Hey kids, welcome to True Believers.
Ooh,
Are you the proprietor of this fine establishment?
lovely voice for
Oh
radio.
no, son, I just own the place. The name's Stan.
I see. How did you end up owning a bar for superheroes and their fans?
Well, back in the 70s, I was a superhero, kinda like you.
Really? What happened?
I took a batarang to the knee.
You asked for that.
So, where did you come up with a name like True Believers?
It takes a special kind of person with a special kind of imagination to believe in superheroes and supervillains. Only people like that are welcome here.
Sure. What business wouldn't benefit from banning everyone who's not gullible?
Hey now.
We'd like to order a couple of drinks.
Oh sure, boys, what can I get you?
I'll have a rum and milk. What about you, mate?
I'll have something fruity. And I don't mean that freak in the corner.
That was uncalled for.
We should be going. I can't be seen hanging around bars all day. I have an image to uphold.
Really, Kyle?
Sure, boys, come back anytime. We're always open, thanks to New York's high tolerance for alcohol dependency.
You're trying to uphold your image?
Of course, old friend.
Talk about setting your sights low.
This looks like it might be useful.
What for?
Who knows?
I don't know. Catching squirrels?
You are a strange, strange man.
I don't know. Have you ever tried catching a squirrel? It's pretty
I
difficult.
can't just go taking everything I see without permission. I have to uphold the law and set a good example.
What about that last time you took
Plus,
something
the
without
NYPD
permission?
have been keeping tabs on you since that man-sized ice cream cone disappeared from outside Gelato's R Us.
That too.
Is that his strange cloth bag?
Good day.
There we go.
Where did this bag come from?
Oh, that's one of the bags that I use to bring change from the bank. I have to keep a lot of change around here, as our patrons are always using the condom machines.
So it's true then? Alcohol really does make men more attractive to women?
No, but it sure does make ugly men more optimistic.
Mind if I have the bag?
Sure, I can tell your cause is noble.
Thank you, sir.
Well, alright.
How did he know my cause was noble?
He probably assumed you were going to put it over your head.
But Tish.
We should be go.
Sure, boy.
Congratulations! You now have a bag.
Free to good home, ripped shirts, more stock due in soon.
Let's see what Flamboyant is up to these days,
Hey, Purple Pants! Come to celebrate your big win at the talent contest? Let me buy you a drink.
I don't drink with freaks like you.
Oh, come off it.
Ooh, what's got your panties in a bunch?
A real man's underwear is supposed to have a bunch in it. We haven't all had things cut off or sellotaped to something else. Like you.
Ugh.
Pay him no mind. He's been watching right-wing news all morning. It does funny things to him.
I know exactly what you mean. Brett Baer is my kind of guy.
What are you doing in here?
You mean what's a nice boy like me doing in a bar like this, you sweet talker?
Oh, you.
Listen, you affront to God. I'm more likely to beat you down than chat you up.
You know, I like that line, even though it is insulting.
Normally, I don't do the submissive thing. I'm more of a dom than a sub in private, but for you, I might make an exception.
I think the big guy was just generally curious, nay, wondering, what brought you to True Believers?
It's the place to be seen for superheroes and supervillains, you know. For those of us who haven't cracked it yet, this is our chance to mingle with superhero royalty.
Oh, boy.
So have you got a name yet?
It's harder than it sounds. All the good names are already taken.
We can't keep calling you the flamboyant superhero. We have to call you something.
Flamboyant is
It
okay.
would take me a long time to run out of things to call him.
You calm down.
I was looking for something which wouldn't qualify as a hate crime.
Have you foiled any heinous crimes recently?
Well, I did stop a man who was wearing socks and sandals and put him straight. Forgive the pun. Other than that, things have been pretty slow.
Not fashion crimes, you pinhead prima donna. I'm talking about vicious felons like drug pushers, purse snatchers, and jaywalkers.
He's got a point. If you want to strike a blow for LGBT rights, you're going to have to do more than just stop people mixing stripes with spots.
I've seen that work
I
once.
guess you're right, but I don't really know where to start. Do you have any ideas?
Well, we did meet a former KGB assassin while we were at the auditions.
Oh my, that big scary looking boy with the steely gaze, the fearsome triceps, the thick Russian accent, and the tattoo of a hammer and sickle somewhere intimate.
It's always the ones you least suspect, isn't it?
He admitted he killed people when he was in the KGB, and he admitted enjoying it too.
Perhaps I should leave this for a more well-established superhero with experience of capturing such dangerous villains.
Are you telling me you've never dragged a big strapping man somewhere quiet and tied him up?
Oh, you. But seriously, I think I should start with a less dangerous opponent for my first arrest.
Sissy. I have it on good authority that the proprietor of this establishment waters down the beer.
Honey, look at my calves. Do I look like a beer drinker to you?
How would I know?
Who cares what you're drinking, you porno-partaking pansy? It's a perfectly good excuse to arrest someone, and maybe rough him up a bit on the way to the police station. Isn't that what we're all in the superhero game for?
No, I thought we were here to
I
be
don't know.
patriots.
It's a pretty minor offense. Doesn't really seem like something which would require a superhero.
Did we mention that he's not watering it down with water?
Yeah, haven't you noticed that he never needs to go for a bathroom break? Every time he gets caught short, he just waters down another keg.
Oh, you guys are just too much. You really had me going there for a second.
Ah, phew.
As it happens, I do know of this nurse who's trying to bump off all her patients.
She even tried to whack the big fella here, but sadly she just turned him into a white conservative's wet dream instead.
I have no idea why you keep saying that.
Do you have any proof of what she's doing? I couldn't just take action without any evidence.
You were there when she was poking those drugs down my throat? You saw what she was trying to do.
Oh dear.
Oh, sure, but that could have just been unforeseen side effects. Have you got any proof of her intentionally harming a patient?
I think we need to go intentionally
You're
harm a
absolutely
patient.
right. I've spent so much time with Captain Impetuous here, who thinks evidence is a dirty word, much like tolerance, that I wasn't thinking.
Namby-pamby, wishy-washy superheroes with all their rules and morals. We'll get you your precious evidence.
Now come now, Purple Patriot. Evidence is what separates
Don't
superheroes
make
from
promises you
super
can't keep,
villains.
Purple Pants.
I'm off for a spot of badger baiting or perhaps to rebuild a motorcycle engine.
How random.
Good for you, Perps. You keep overcompensating.
Okay. Let us figure out how to spoil... Meow.
This looks...
Yes, yes. I keep forgetting you have to go down here for the inventory use items. Alright. No. Alright. Let us take a picture.
It would really...
Not to me.
May I remind...
Not helpful. Yes, there is a annoying lack of dancing going on in here. So, how could we forge some evidence?
My mum.
I...
When I.
What's this?
It seems a shame to waste the contents of this bag.
What would you suggest? Take it home and keep hot dog sausages in it?
Alright, we now have an empty bag.
What's in these things?
Nothing. What could we... Oh. I have an idea. Meow. Blast. I was hoping we could fill it up with beer.
We should be going.
Just doing a little dragging and dropping here. Okay. We have missed something. Where to? I'm trying to think. Where is a mysterious substance that we could put inside a drip bag? to insinuate that something not toward is going on in the hospital.
I am not doing any janitorial work today.
Blast.
Plus, Sam might think it was a bit odd if the Purple Patriot went into the janitor's closet and then started mopping the floors.
This is a point.
Good point. That's women's work.
That's not the point. Nope, can't really do anything in the lab here. We'll do some talking, though.
Purple Patriot, nice to see you again.
Just double checking we are not.
I think I've
we
turned
don't
invisible again.
have any,
If only you could manage mute as well.
haha. Let's see here. Blah, 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 blah.
I'm famous.
No.
We've been
No.
over that. All right.
Beneath that,
Thank you for...
So yeah, can't do that just yet. If I don't see something immediate, I'll ask Mel for some handy tips. Maybe I should just ask Mel now. Can't go in the lab. Is there any tomato sauce in here? Dumpster? No. Don't be silly.
I need an endorsement if I'm going to persuade Lieutenant Griffith to give me a license.
don't endorsements typically come from people you've helped?
What's your point?
You haven't helped anyone. In fact, you've already caused more problems than you've solved.
That's a feat.
So then I should find someone who is generally amenable to giving me an endorsement, and then find some way to help them. Maybe even create a problem so that they need my help?
Devilish.
Or you could just go around doing heroic things for people and trust that it will eventually come back to you.
Ah,
I'll start asking people if they'd help me. I called that auto shop in Bedford Hills about a Patriot mobile, but they won't be able to get it done quick enough.
Couldn't they suggest anything?
They said I should consider a pre-owned model.
that's a problem.
Let's hope it didn't come with an online pass or you'll have to pay extra.
Now what are you blathering about?
Video
Never mind,
games.
nerdy thing. Well, there's that bar where a lot of superheroes supposedly hang out. I think it's called True Believers. You should ask there.
I'm not seeing any liquids.
Kyle loves grape soda.
Aha.
That sounds familiar, yet not quite right.
Look at this. Great.
I should take it with me in case of emergencies.
Who
Eh.
the hell has a soda-related emergency?
2 words. New Coke.
This looks promising. Can I combine these items?
1 grape soda drip coming up.
Well, I'll be. I think I've seen a candy that looks like that. Alright. Time to go. Yes, grape. The most evil of flavors. Mwahaha! Wait, I thought we were superheroes, not supervillains. Wait, I could have used the map. Apologies. I like walking places. I might have to do the replacement first.
It's the newest and arguably best way to get your daily dose of grape
And then
soda.
take a picture.
Perfect for the consumer who likes the concepts of diabetes, gout and tooth decay, but hasn't got the energy to lift a bottle to their lips.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to have to go pretend it happened. Or make it happen. I'll just slip this in here.
I'll just put this back here with the others. And Nurse Julie will never notice the difference.
Yeah, so long as she's colourblind or currently having a stroke.
Well, I'll be. Thanks to
Well, what do you
Adventure
know,
Games.
She did take the purple one.
You see? I'm not as stupid as I look.
You couldn't possibly be. No one could possibly be.
What do you think will happen?
Who knows? Medical students spend years studying the effects of intravenous beer and whiskey, but I don't think anyone has studied the effects of intravenous grape soda.
I think we should probably get out of here before Nurse Julie comes back out again.
Some bloody superhero you are, running away from a potentially annoyed goth nurse.
Well, are you hanging around?
Language. And yes, he does want to kill patients.
You just couldn't stay away, could you?
My therapist tells me I need to face my fears. About that,
Oh yes, have you found me some evidence? Purple Pants, stop leading me on, you tease!
Aww.
Down boy, heal.
I'm off for.
Can I just go back in now?
Which one of you contaminated my saline drip?
Contaminate is such a judgmental word. Can't we just say poisoned?
Miss, it was just youthful hijinks. Harmless fun from a couple of college students.
Yes.
Yeah, we're huge Minnesota Vikings fans. We wanted to make your patient's face purple so he'd look like a fan too.
What a crock.
Oh, God. You're right. It's pointless lying. There are no Minnesota Vikings fans.
Thanks to you, little jerks. My patient is currently recovering from severe diabetic shock.
Nice.
Nurse, be fair. We couldn't possibly have known your patient was diabetic.
He wasn't. After your little prank, he had a blood sugar level of 19. That's 1 point short of what we call the Gingrich factor.
Ooh.
You are officially discharged from this hospital. Here are your papers.
Aren't you concerned about the loss of my insurance money anymore?
Not really. Our lawyers will be suing your insurance company for the expensive diabetes treatments we'll be giving to the patient you just diabetized.
Some of those words are not words, but I suppose we're not part of the hospital anymore.
I have a... No.
Let's see here. I don't suppose we can take a...
I have a...
Yes, yes.
No.
What are you doing?
taking a picture of Grape Boy. We can tell Fruitcake that Nurse Julie did this to him.
Diabolical.
Have you lost those last remaining shreds of what we optimistically refer to as your sanity? You're framing someone for a crime you committed.
Well, it is an adventure game.
It'll all work out in the long run. We'll stop Fruitcake from injuring the nurse, and she'll endorse me. Then, when I'm an official superhero, fully licensed and bonded by the state of New York, I'll be able to help many innocent citizens. It's a net gain, ethically speaking, old friend.
Ah, the old end justifies the means argument. It worked so well for Stalin, what could possibly go wrong?
This is a very interesting question. Nurse Julie's just gonna sit there and let him take pictures. Doesn't look that bad, to be honest. Map. Well, first, let's get our money's worth, I think. Now, why could we possibly use items on the revolving door? I am now very suspicious of this fan. It's a suspicious fan. I'm going to save, because that fan is suspicious. All right. Hand over the goods, lady.
I'd like my check now, please. I have my discharge papers from Lakeview Hospital right here.
Okay, these appear to be in order.
Awesome! Then we'll just be...
However, I need your passport to verify you are who you claim to be.
Oh,
But you
luckily
were at
we
the
picked
theater.
that already.
You know it's me.
I don't recognize you.
You said you were going to make my life hell.
To be fair, it's not unheard of for complete strangers to tell you that.
Kyle, what sort of life
You
did
could
you
be
lead
anyone coming in
before?
here off this street. I see 10 guys a day dressed like you.
That's impressive.
Really? He looks like a keep fit pimp.
Let me put this in terms even you could understand. No passport, no check.
All right, ma'am. There's no need to be condescending.
No, I actually have my passport. No
It's
need to
hard
worry.
not to be condescending when you're talking to an idiot.
Aha! You do remember him.
Let's see here. There it is. Remember, it was taped to the back of his American flag.
Okay, lady, I brought my passport. Now may I have my check?
Yes.
This looks nothing like you.
Well, that's a blessing at least.
I can't take this as identity verification.
Of course it doesn't look anything like me. I'm in my alter ego mode in that photo. I can't very well have another passport with me wearing my costume, can I?
You could.
Hardly. You'd never get that bloody hat in the photo booth.
Oh,
You'll have to
come
come
on.
back looking like your alter ego if you want this check.
Hey, cut me some slack here, will ya? I can't just start getting undressed on the street, can I?
Not unless we make absolutely sure there's no cops around this time.
Fine, I will accept a fresh photograph of you as your alter ego.
Okay. What about our superhero? What?
It's my driver's license.
When did you start carrying that around with you? You hardly ever drive.
Do you have any idea how humiliating it is to be a superhero and get turned away buying lottery tickets?
Huh. Strange. Well, how could we take a photo of ourselves?
What the hell would I want to take a picture of that for?
That's what I want to know.
Superheroes are often photojournalists when they're not on a mission.
Very clever. It would enable me to blend in.
Dressed like that, you couldn't blend in even if you were in the audience of Soul Train.
I love how they animated the air quotes. Oh, can we? Oh, let's try the phone booth.
What the? I don't really need to call anyone right now.
Blast.
Which might be just as well. I don't have any quarters, and I doubt this thing has worked since the Reagan administration.
Neither of you.
Well, let's press on. We'll do the heroic thing and implicate a person in a crime.
About that angel of mercy we were telling you about.
Oh yes, have you found me some evidence?
Ooh, Mel is getting in on the action.
Brace yourself. This is pretty horrific stuff.
Oh, Dawkins, that guy is nearly as purple as you, Purple Pants. Only he's purple in the face. What happened to him?
Nurse Julie tried to smother him with a pillow.
That's not strictly...
Can you see now what a witch she is? Something needs to be done about her. I'd do it myself, but people would think I was just seeking personal vengeance for what she did to me. But you could take her down.
Oh, yes.
Mate, I can't just stand here and let you... Ow!
She's over at the Ladeview Hospital. You should get over there right away before she gets wind you're after her.
Thanks, Purple Pants. I won't forget this.
Yeah, you won't forget this, all right?
Excuse me, what do you think you're doing?
Didn't we go over this?
Yeah, sorry, old chum. Couldn't risk you spilling the beans to the mincing monstrosity over there.
You kicked me, and you lied to that poor bloke. You've got him out there trying to arrest Nurse Julie for something you know she didn't do. What the hell happened to upholding the law, eh?
Look, old pal, the law is a bit like an overfilled suitcase. Sometimes you have to bend it and maybe even sit on it a while in order to close the case.
I can't believe you're justifying violence and dishonesty. I think those tights are cutting off the circulation to your brain.
I don't expect an assistant to understand the nuances of law enforcement, old chum. Just trust that I know what I'm doing and try not to worry your head about it.
Good,
Yeah,
because
the
I have no idea
patronising
what we're doing.
patriarch attitude makes everything all right again.
Well, we better make sure that nothing happens. Because of the thing that we did that made things happen. What the? Injured superhero.
It's that queen from True Believers. He looks in a bad way.
Oh, let me. I want to do my best Leslie Hendricks. He sustained blunt force trauma to the back of the head, causing a blood clot to form on the brain. If I had to guess, I'd say the weapon was a, Is that a...
I hit him with a bedpan, okay?
I hope it was empty.
Or at the very least his own.
What happened, old chum?
I see your first mission was a spectacular success.
What?
You never told me she was a goth. Goths are tough.
Oh.
Quit your whining, you pansy! You got beat up by a woman. Do you have any idea how pathetic it is to see a man beaten up by a woman? It's degrading to the entire male gender.
What about when you got beaten up outside that Catholic girls' college because you were harassing some of the girls?
That's different. I was only 17 and she was a teacher.
She was a nun.
Exactly. Nuns are like religious ninjas. Everyone knows that. They're like the Gestapo in drag.
She gave you a nipple cripple.
I have very sensitive nipples.
Too much information, Joey.
All right. Explain yourself, sissy. Tell me how you ended up in this sorry position.
All right, mate, lay off the poor bloke. Can't you see he's badly injured?
I'm giving him a chance to offer some mitigating circumstances for being bested by a girl. I'm trying to save him from becoming even more of an embarrassment to his parents.
Oh, come on.
When I got here, the Black Widow over there was looming over that patient she tried to smother. I knew I had to act quickly before she did something terrible to him.
So quick as a flash, you hit her bedpan with your head, laid down on the floor, and surrendered, right? You make me sick.
Will you knock it off?
I don't need to. Rocky Asiano over here already got it knocked off. By a girl.
Oh, come on.
I tried to restrain her. Really, I did.
So you did actually make the first move? You didn't just stand here and let her smack the crap out of you, did you?
No, I jumped on her and tried to get her down on the floor.
You jumped on a woman? I find that hard to believe.
He tried to mace me.
What?
Probably carries it around in his purse.
I did my best, Purple Pants. She was just too strong for me.
You're under arrest for assault. You have the right to remain silent. Anything I want to hear from you can and will be beaten out of you in a dark room. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, you have no rights.
No, that's not how it goes.
It's the Miranda warning as read by Dirty Harry.
Hey, Nurse Beetlejuice, go call 911. Tell them we have a dirtbag in custody.
You don't need to have him arrested. He really wasn't much trouble.
Nonsense! Guys like this belong in jail, away from decent people.
Oh, come on.
This is some kind of joke, right?
Yeah, and it's on you, panty waist. Pull that screen, old friend. I'm going to unload some excessive force on this waste of oxygen.
You can't do that.
Sure I can. The police won't be here for a few minutes yet.
No.
I mean, you can't beat someone up for a crime you instigated.
I didn't make him commit a crime. I just gave him the opportunity.
That's worse.
Have you any idea what you're becoming?
Yeah, a hero. Think it's fun to beat on a defenseless woman, do you?
I barely touched her. She did more damage to me than I did to her.
See? You're not only a dangerous, violent criminal.
Why did that
You're
splat
a
happen?
bad, dangerous, violent criminal.
What's going on here?
Oh, nothing.
Lieutenant Griffith, thank you for getting here so fast. I caught this fiend trying to assault the poor, innocent nurse on the ward.
But you...
Stopped you before you could do any harm? That's right. Lieutenant, I want you to take this guy to the station and throw the book at him. And then maybe hit him with a chair. And do you still use those billy club things? Those are cool.
Sir, we don't use excessive force at the NYPD.
Blast.
Oh, I wish you'd said something. I'd have given him more of a kicking before you got here.
Oh, come on.
I'll need the nurse to come to the station and make a statement, you know.
No problem. She'll be only too glad to tell you what a hero I was. Well, old friend, I got that commendation I needed. Don't you feel proud?
No.
I feel sick.
I know exactly what you mean. Looking at a man in a skirt always has that effect on me. Among others.
Not about him, about you.
What did I do?
Everything!
You committed entrapment, had the victim arrested, and then beat on him because you disapprove of his lifestyle.
Oh, get off your high horse, you do-good pansy. I didn't beat on him because of his lifestyle. I beat on him because he tried to assault the nurse.
That you hate.
Oh, well, that makes it
Brr.
all right then.
At this rate, I'm going to start to wonder whether you share his lifestyle.
What if I do?
Just take it to Twitter.
Don't talk stupid.
No, really. What if I do? Eh? What then?
Then, well, I'm going to stop walking around the apartment naked, that's for sure.
If only you would.
All right. Well. Meow. Maybe Mel can tell us where we can take a picture. Oh yeah.
How do I change back into Kyle, old friend?
Well, you just change your clothes and ruffle your hair a bit, don't you?
Oh no, that's not it at all. If I did that, I'd still be me. I'd still be thinking like the Purple Patriot.
Are you telling me that you've got two distinct personas in that head of yours? No wonder it's so big.
Oh, it's not because he's smart.
What could my change mechanism be?
How should I know? You didn't come with an instruction manual, you know. What do other superheroes do?
Go into phone booths, spin around madly, get incredibly angry, and ignite their bodies to a surface temperature of 3 million degrees Celsius.
Let's not do that
Try
one.
them out then. All except that last one. You really want to be entirely sure that's the right one before doing that.
Well, we have a phone booth.
That's all for now, old chum.
Let's see if spinning helps.
I don't really need to call.
I said. Oh.
It's a pu-
Who needs public phones anymore?
Well, they're really just intended for emergencies.
Presumably for people whose legs have been broken and can't walk the 6 yards to the police station.
Yeah, that one's kind of silly. Alright, we will use the revolving door. That's not how I wanted to use the revolving door.
In some ways, those revolving doors are a melancholy analogy for the fleeting fame for which the reality television industry has become infamous.
You know, sometimes you can be surprisingly deep.
And it's gone.
Not often, mind you.
Well, let's try turning in some forms here. Yeah. Just get a few steps going. Let's see here.
Lieutenant Griffith, I would like to submit my application form now.
Blast. We don't have all the parts.
Do you have your supporting documents?
Yes.
I'd like to help you. Really, I would. The world could use a few more superheroes with a sense of patriotism, but my hands are tied.
That's funny, because you used to have that dream where our hands were tied.
We'll be back presently, Lieutenant.
Hump, hump. Somehow you have to transform into Kyle. So we could potentially use the phone on the phone booth. Let's give it a try. Very heroic of us. Alright, Mel.
You'd better take the camera. If this works, I want to change back again as soon as possible.
I don't.
Do you know you've got some photos already on this card?
No, those are just the sample pictures which came with the camera.
No, they're not. The timestamp shows they're recent.
Don't look at those!
Oh my god. I can't believe my eyes.
Well, that's it. Now you know my shameful secret.
I can't believe it. Where'd you keep them?
In a lockbox next to the closet.
Did you feed them? Is it safe to get them wet?
Of course! They're not gremlins, you know.
And you've got all of them?
Yep. All the ones who didn't end up as lunch for next door's cat, anyway.
Wow. You're like a real-life Gargamel.
Alright.
No luck, old chum. I guess this is not the right method.
You didn't try spinning.
At least give it a chance, mate. You can't just galumph in there and expect it to happen automatically. You have to put some effort in. You have to generate some energy.
Spinning.
You think?
Of course. If it happened just by walking into the phone booth, superheroes would never be able to phone their spouses to tell them they'll be late for dinner. There's obviously a knack to it.
I guess that does make sense. All right, I'll give it a shot.
Alright. Get a running start. Don't miss now. It's a bit far. Alright, here we go.
I hope he's coming back. He had my subway ticket in his pocket.
Those pants have pockets? No dice.
Can we go again? I had the shutter speed all wrong.
I fear this wasn't the right technique to turn me back into Kyle.
In retrospect, we probably should have known you were on the wrong track when it didn't work the second you stepped in there.
Oh, come on.
No, don't punch the messenger. What was next on your list?
Spinning around like a whirling dervish.
That's a relief. After all the accidents you've had lately, getting you to spin around madly can't possibly go wrong.
No.
I think it's the coin box from the phone booth.
Can we collect some coinage? I think we should try collecting coinage. With our handy-dandy coin collecting bag.
There does seem to be money inside it, but I really don't want to be carrying that huge box around with me all day.
Plus, the whole thing about loose change is that it's, you know, loose.
Yeah. Oh. I'll just leave it here.
The integrity of the box appears to have been compromised by the impact when the booth was demolished.
You mean it's open, right?
It is now.
There we go.
There must be $200 in quarters in here. I'll take the money with me.
Great.
Yeah, no sense leaving it here. Some bastard will only nick it.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I don't think stealing is the worst of your crimes today, Kyle. Where were we going? Ah, yes, revolving door. The most heroic of doors. And just camera here. There we go.
Okay, now take the camera. If this works, I want to be able to take the photo and change back pronto.
You could stay, eat some chips.
Yeah, okay. Hey,
Yes. Yeah, we've been over those.
That's actually a dude. I went into the wrong locker room by mistake.
Ha!
yaha! I feel dirty and yet strangely aroused at the same time.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'll get the picture.
And spin! Faster. Come on. There you go.
Got it.
What do you mean you got it? I didn't change back into Kyle.
No, I know, but this video will get me $2,000 if they show it on Superheroes Do the Stupidest Things.
Well, there's nothing else left but to get angry.
Don't give up, mate. There's still hope.
No, I mean getting angry is the only method of transforming into Kyle that we haven't tried.
Right. I knew that.
Now how the hell are we going to get me angry?
That's a toughie. The Gay Pride March doesn't take place till June, otherwise that would have been a shoo-in.
Anger, huh? What could possibly make Kyle angry enough? Maybe I'll think about it next time.
Have you been injured in an accident at work? 4th degree burns when your exoskeleton developed an electrical fault? Call Murdoch & Walters personal injury attorneys on 555-0101.
Alcohol!
For sale. Jet-powered helicopter. Fusion reactor needs attention. Spares or repair.
I kind of don't know how angry you could get with alcohol. Nope, and we can't get a drink.
We should be going.
Littering. Yeah.
No thanks. I never get the flavors I like best.
For the last time, it is not a gumball machine.
I know. The internet. Surely nothing more controversial than the internet. Come on, just use the computer.
What interesting morsel are you researching for us this time, old buddy?
Nothing. I was just going to have a quick game of Journey.
Dear God, even the games you play are smug and superior. What's so wrong with the game where American soldiers tour the world killing foreigners for oil?
I like games to be a break from reality.
Talking about politics, eh?
You wouldn't happen to have a photograph of my constant companion, would you?
Why the hell would I have a photo of your... Oh, you mean Kyle, don't you?
Of course I mean Kyle. What else would I mean? He's a handsome chap. You must have some photos of him, right?
None you could show your maiden aunt. Besides, that receptionist is going to want one that's taken today. You'll just have to find a way to transform back into Kyle.
Phooey.
For some reason, I have no recollection of how I changed from Kyle into me in the first place.
Being hit in the head repeatedly.
I see. That would explain the short-term memory loss. Doesn't sound like something I should try again, though. Although it would explain the short-term memory loss.
Yeah. Well,
There can only be
maybe
a finite
Nurse
number
Julie.
of ways for superheroes to change back and forth into their...
I'm gonna go talk to the nurse, and if that's not enough, we'll just call it there for today. Oh, map time. Map. I actually cannot go to the nurse. Well, wait a minute. Those posters.
Dude, this thing would be perfect for the flat. You know how much I love kitsch memorabilia.
I also know how fond you are of hookers and anything you can avoid paying for, but we are not carrying this around with us all day.
I don't actually have a headquarters yet. This is kind of a problem.
Ugh, this appears to be yet another horrid, tasteless reality show.
You mean...
That's the one. This is...
Nope, can't use those.
Jesus was Jewish, man.
I guess... What the...
Nope, no dice.
Please, ma'am, tell me what I did to offend you.
It's
Maybe
fine,
I can put
Siriar.
things right.
A good pun happens, or a bad pun
Tell you
happens
what
every
you
once
did?
in a while.
You can't have forgotten what you did to me at the auditions already. You flooded the toilets and left me to clean up after you. You gave that sleazy slimeball Kirk my telephone number. He thinks I'm crazy about him. You got me demoted to this dead-end job when Stefan found out that I helped you blackmail him. You got my audition for America's Next Singing Sensation cancelled when you blew my skirt up and made me flash my chihuahua in front of all the cameras.
Well, when you put it that
We
way...
couldn't possibly have known you were going to remove your underwear to cool down.
Of course you could have known. You were the bandidos who broke the thermostat to make the theater so unbearably hot.
I have an idea for a reality TV show.
I'm paid to hear whatever suggestions you might have, but I don't have to listen.
How dirty is your daughter? That's...
Yeah, that's all for now, I think.
I'm confused, old friend. Is this a show where people date dogs or a show where people find doggy dates for their own dogs?
Is there any possible answer to that question which is going to make this show any more or less creepy?
You can actually win awards for reality television? What is the world coming to, old friend?
Who knows?
Yeah, some strive to win a Tony and some are over the moon with an Emmy, but you know you've made it when you win a Skanky.
No.
I know
No.
I'm going to earn your eternal contempt for even saying this, but I find that crashes are the most exciting part of NASCAR.
On the contrary, even I'm praying for a crash by the time I've watched someone drive round in a circle 197 times.
You continue to surprise me, old chum.
Ah,
In fact, I wouldn't be against making basketball nets out of barbed wire or replacing baseballs with hand grenades. What is it with America and tedious sports?
Says the guy whose country invented cricket.
I was going to make
Yes,
that
but
joke.
we only invented that so we'd have a sport so tedious that no one else could beat us at it. And even that didn't last long.
Well, I think we are up at the hour now. We will have to take a heroic break and come back one heroic week from now. Just do the save here. Heroic save, yes. There we go. And next time we will figure out how to make Kyle angry. Unfortunately,